Hello, and welcome to a stacked and packed Thornwillow Press unboxing. Although this is a secondhand book unboxing, but it does contain Thornwillow Press titles, courtesy of She Reads with Cats, who is a much bigger influencer online than I am. But sometimes you score some really great deals, like I did with this one. She Reads with Cats is a much better hand model than I am, admittedly. But she buys from a lot of the same small presses I do, including Levidian, which you can recognize the Levidian foam here. So this contains two Thornwillow titles, like books, and several little dispatch titles. So I don't know what all of the dispatch titles are there. I know of three of them, but it seems to be slightly more than three included. Probably because something came with Song of Solomon. Anyways, minute in, here are the books themselves. This, my friends, is the half cloth edition of The Great Gatsby. More like quarter cloth, but it is what it is. Very nice. The half cloth edition of Song of Solomon. At least I believe it's the half cloth. Like I said, it's more quarter cloth, but it's definitely more cloth than the paperboard one is. Plus several little dispatch titles that were thrown in. So let's start with The Great Gatsby. It's a title I've covered on here before, particularly on the Century Press. They did an edition. Now I don't know if this it is okay. So yeah, this kind of has nice little paper boards. It's almost got little cloth corners there. Very nice. Stamping on the cover itself. The quarter binding in cloth. Great Gatsby there. Of course, by F. Scott Fitzgerald. And I know both the half cloth. Oh, and there is actually a design on the end papers. I don't know if you can make that out in the light. Not so much. Oh, there we go. Kind of in the glare. Very nice. So the half cloth and the paperboard edition are uncut. So this is not a defect. This is how it comes. So, it's the do-it-yourself edition. Cut your own damn pages, right? So this is the... what is this in the back? Okay. This is from... Okay, I didn't realize this was from 2019. It was the past few years. So there we go. The Great Gatsby for F. Scott Fitzgerald was made possible by 417 patrons who subscribed to the publication. Very nice. And, of course, this you can open up as well. There we go. These are the people who've got the half cloth editions. Very, very nice. Do we have She Reads with Cats on here? I'm sure she's probably on there. And the copies in the paper wrapper. Okay. And of course, you got the people who got the half leather, the full leather, the half leather subscribers. Very fancy editions. And we also have Thornwillow. What is this? See, he cried triumphantly. Bonafide piece of printed material. Whether you decide to cut the pages on your copy or, like Gatsby, leave them intact is entirely up to you. Very nice. So in the early 20th century, books were often published and distributed with uncut or unopened pages. Readers have opened them themselves as they read, using a special paper knife or letter opener to do so. So, okay. So Owl Eyes observed that Gatsby's own books were not cut. The books had never been read. So that's why it's uncut. Very interesting. So anyways, much like Gatsby, the pages here are also uncut. This is printed letterpress with very wide margins. You see that? Look how wide that is. But very fascinating. Very, very soft paper. Very nice. So I have my work cut out for me. You get it? Yeah. If I want to cut it, I'll have to cut it. Very cool. So definitely a little fancier than Century Press's edition. Although Century Press's edition was very nice as well. This is on the higher end small press. Century Press is high end compared to trade editions, But the main appeal for that, it was a lot of recycled material. It was recycled paper. It used recycled fashion leather for the covers, so it kept it very affordable. This is a little bit pricier than the Century Press edition. And because of that, it's got a larger trim size, even though the actual margins are pretty huge. Anyways, that's the Great Gatsby. I'll put that over on the side here. Next up, we have Song of Solomon by Toni Morrison. This is a title that, unsurprisingly, I have not read because collecting books and reading books are two separate hobbies. Once again, we have the half-cloth edition. Very beautiful end pages. We have our little insert here. This is from 2021. 407 patrons. We lost 10 patrons. But we have the full leather people. We have the half-cloth individuals. And we have the paper wrapper individuals on the bottom. Very, very nice. And the half leather continued. There we go. So I do know that Song of Solomon is a coming-of-age story of Milkman Dead. What's his name? An African-American individual born in Detroit. I want to say Detroit. Maybe it's not Detroit. Maybe it's near Detroit. Anyways, in my mind, it's Detroit. This is also printed letterpress. Very, very high quality. Very nice. You do not have your uncut pages here. These, no cutting needed. The pages are cut already. So my understanding is that this is a coming-of-age story for Milkman Dead, not to be confused with the cowpunk band Dead Milkmen, as he travels his life from his original birthplace, which may or may not be Detroit, to where his family is from. So presumably, his family was from further south. I'm not sure. I know this is required reading in a lot of schools. I did not read this one. But what better way to read it than with a fine press... I love these corners. A fine press letterpress edition. Absolutely beautiful. But wait, there's more. This little set from... What is this one? Wait, there's more. This set also includes little booklets here. So we have F. Scott Fitzgerald, The Great Gatsby. Oh, the prospectus. That's what this is. It's the prospectus. Very, very nice to go alongside with it. This is more the paper wrapper that one would expect. Paper wrapper edition, which is also still available on Thornwillow's site. You kind of have a nice little printed paper wrapper, and the pages are laid in. So then you also have the prospectus for Song of Solomon. There we go. Very, very nice. Apparently, it comes with just a blank booklet. I mean, it's got the paper wrapper, and it's got the very nice quality paper still. You can't really make out the texture in the video, but it's very nice paper, and it's just blank. So interesting. Write your own tale, I guess. But wait, there's more. There are also 3 Thornwillow Dispatch titles. So we have Recitatif by Toni Morrison, another story dealing with a young African-American, also dealing with a young Caucasian-American. Two different youths growing up, 2 different stories in the same city. I have not read this one, but I've heard it is a phenomenal story. This was one of their publications from 2021, April of 2021, so very much looking forward to diving into that. We also have The Dead by James Joyce. Of course, the classic short story from Dubliners, presented here as a standalone. Oh, look at that. Little Joyce drawing in the front there, little frontispiece, which the texture is actually, you can actually feel the texture. Interesting. But this is The Dead, the classic story from James Joyce, also from 2021, yes. And Sonnet Crown from New York City by Cindy Tran. This one I'm unfamiliar with. When She Reads with Cats listed it, I know the 3rd title she had offered or said she was going to throw in was one from like a cartoonist, which I was also unfamiliar with. But this looks more like a little poetry one, so this one's a nice surprise. Looks like a little poetry book by Cindy Tran. Very interesting printing style. by Cindy Tran. So I'm looking to dive in. This one has, Sonnet Crown winner. It has a little prospectus here. Winner of the Thornwillow Patrons Prize. Oh, and it has all little patrons. Very nice. I am now a patron. Well, I don't think I'm considered a patron. Patron's the next level up. But I am subscribed to their dispatch. So I'm looking forward to getting their monthly dispatch now. The next one that should be coming out is a Hemingway short story. I believe I had subscribed in time for that. The next one they announced, which will be the April dispatch, is going to be The Lottery by Shirley Jackson, which, if you've watched this channel, I believe I did the unboxing video for The Lottery from Suntop Editions, a beautiful letterpressed edition of The Lottery. I no longer have that one. Funds were tight, and it was not meant to be. So I had to part ways with that one. So I'm looking forward to getting a new letterpress edition of The Lottery. This one won't have the handmade boards that the Suntop edition had. It won't have the artwork from Shirley Jackson's grandson or the introduction from Miles Hyman, but it should be a very, very nice edition nonetheless. Thank you very much to She Reads with Cats for the absolutely beautiful books, the wonderful deal. Very excited to dive into these. And dare I cut the pages on Gatsby? I think I do dare. But anyways, she's much bigger. Like I said, she's a much better hand model than I am. Much bigger influencer in the book world. Check out She Reads with Cats. She's showing off a lot more books than I do. And I do a lot of unboxings, but she shows off even more. Her videos are just stacked. Big Instagram, Twitter presence. But if you're on Facebook like I am, you can find videos of her showing off her books there as well. Please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you around next time.